Hey you beautiful people, welcome back to a new video on our channel Read Travel Become. So a lot of people have been asking me about my background in my recent videos. So I want to talk about that background today. So a couple of months back I've actually shifted to this new place. This is my new apartment and I'm very lucky that this apartment has a library of its own. Like for the residents who are living here, they can come to that library and read books. So in this video, I'm basically going to give you guys a small library tour, a bookshelf tour kind of a thing. I'm going to show you all of the shelves there. They're basically sorted. I also have volunteered like a librarian here. So I come here, I sort the books when nobody's around. I do that sort of stuff. So I'm going to show you around this. So this video is going to have a lot of amazing recommendations. So make sure you watch the video till the end. You may never know which thought or fact may resonate with you and change the course of your life. So let's get started. So this is the entrance. Let us go inside. I don't actually see a lot of people coming into the library, so it's always me. But sometimes some people come here to study. I haven't seen many active readers, but yeah, I'll show you around. Let me turn on the lights. So this is the place where I make videos. Lot of you guys have actually been asking me like show us the background, show us the books. The great thing about this room is it's very silent. You can't hear anything here. Plus the lights here are amazing for all of my video capabilities. So let me show you this section over here. These are the recent books which people have read and returned. Now I'll tell you the best part about this particular library. The rules for using library are like an honor system. You can borrow any book you want from here. You don't have to notify anyone. You don't have to tell anyone that you're borrowing books. You can just take any book you want, take it, return whenever you want. It's all an honor system and it's just like don't eat food and everything here and just take everything on your own. They know how passionate readers are. Like you can just do your own thing. Nobody's here to ask how many books you're taking. You can actually take an entire shelf, go read and then come back and return it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk through all the shelves one by one. I'm gonna show you some interesting books that I have found out. You can have a look at all of the books. If we start from here, not just books, they have like children's books, they have magazines. On the bottom shelf here you can see a lot of Nat Geo, encyclopedias, all that sort of books. We have Murakami books. We have a lot of like historical fiction, Artemis Fowl, It Ends With Us, Colleen Hoover. We can also like send them a list of like new books which are coming up and they bring those books here. On the top here you can see we have the sections. Actually these sections sometimes are wrong because they overestimated the kind of romance books that they're gonna have. This section is of the romance books. This section is actually history section. This section is all the classic section of books. In this classic section, this is something very interesting. This is all the original Harvard collection. So all the classic books like Homer's Odyssey, you have Dante's Inferno, you have Darwin's Voyage of the Eagle. These are like original copies which were taught in Harvard University. These are all classic books, beautifully binded. Their covers are amazing. There are encyclopedias, old encyclopedias which you can have a look about. This section although is a children's section, but there are Harry Potter books here. People have taken the others, but there's Half-Blood Prince, there's others from the series. Now this is one of my favorite sections. A lot of good literature books, not necessarily fiction, but it has got like Homer's Iliad and Odyssey, which is there as well. Let's see what else do we have here. We have Jonathan Strange and Mrs. Norrell, which is again a classic. Clara and the Sun, this is one of Barack Obama's favorite books which I am looking to read. So you'll also get to know all of these books which I'm going to read in the future because there's just so much to read, right? Rudyard Kipling's books, we have them here. Ayn Rand's Atlas Shrugged. Never been able to overcome the size of this book. What else? We have Labyrinth of Solitude. We have The Reader, which has been made into a Kate Winslet movie. I'm yet to read that one. Cormac McCarthy's The Road. Somebody had asked me in the comment section if they should read this book. We have it here. I haven't yet read it. Somebody has also kept a Mockingjay here. It's amazing. Also, one fun fact, one of the books that I had borrowed from this section had a ticket of Phantom of the Opera, which was like a Broadway show from the 1970s or 80s. I don't remember. They had an original New York theater ticket in that, and I just posted it on Reddit that I found this ticket in one of the books, and people just started praising me of how amazing it is. It is like a collectible item which I found. Although I haven't kept it with myself, but I found it in one of the books here. So you can just see random, postmarks and bookmarks also here. This section is hardcore fiction. You have Jeffrey Archer, you have Dan Brown's Inferno. People have taken the other books, I guess. There's, who else is there? Most of the authors I don't know. These are new authors as well, which I want to figure out. Tom Clancy, I've heard, is a good one. Then we have The Woman in the Window, AJ Finn. What else? I don't know all of these books. These look very, very tacky. But what else? Oh, we have Stephen King always has to be there. If suspense, this section is the suspense section. There are a bunch of Stephen King books here. There's the Tommy Knockers. There's the Talisman. There is Dance. I don't know how to pronounce this. Again, what else do we have? We have Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. I've recommended this book multiple times. Shah Rukh Khan actually read this book as a preparation for his role in My Name is Khan. That is one very famous book. There's the Bourne series, the Jason Bourne series, on which the movies are also based. There's Godfather series. What else? Alex Rider is again a very popular teenage young adult. So all of these books are like good mix of suspense, thriller, all of these genres. So let's move on to the next section. This is again fiction. It's not titled yet, but it's again fiction. You have Percy Jackson. You have a bunch of others. There's one very interesting book which I had found. Let me figure that out. Where is it? I hope I can find it. No, I don't think, somebody might have borrowed it. It was about all of the best New York Times article right from the 1900s. It was a big fat book, but I really like the New York Times illustration, so that was one book which I wanted to read. Now this again is one of my favorite sections. I found some great non-fiction recommendations from this section. You have the OG ones like Blink by Malcolm Gladwell. Then there's 2 copies of Guns, Germs and Steel. If you remotely like Sapiens, this is like a very similar book of history of everything starting from Guns, Germs and Steel. Again, it's a very popular book. I'm yet to read it, but people have said great. People have shared great things. This is one book which I'm looking forward to read. Writer, Sailor, Soldier, Spy. This is basically Ernest Hemingway's adventures in life, his secret adventures. What else do we have? Unbroken, a very popular war book. There's a movie made on this particular book. What else do we have? There's Somewhere Into Thin Air also, which I've recommended multiple times on our channel. One of my favorite Everest expedition books. Again, yes, this is where I had found this book also, The Devil in the White City, a non-fiction book which reads very much like a fiction book, very pacey, and a thriller novel. Into Thin Air, like I had mentioned, we have it here. Lots of amazing recommendations. I have not heard about most of these books. These are like hardcore non-fiction books like The Dark Sun, The American Magic, A Distant Challenge, like so many. There was one point of time when I was really interested into these Antarctic expeditions, and there was one Antarctic expedition book. I forgot the name of the book and I might have misplaced it. I have to search it again, but I'm really looking forward to reading that book as well. Diary of a Young Girl, Henry Kissinger's, all these fat novels which I don't think I'll ever read. History of the United States, a lot of American books also, a lot of American writers. There's some old Picasso book also. I love these kind of books which have a lot of character in them. Somebody somewhere must have read this book. There are notes made inside this book. There's another Picasso book, very readable. Like this book has been passed in a lot of hands. It feels like that. What else? So that was the bookish section. This section is like movies. I don't think any one of us now has DVD players to look at all of these movies. But interestingly, the concept of audiobooks is not new, because I see a lot of audio cassettes of books. Like when audiobooks was not a thing, all of these here are actually the audio versions of the books, where before Audible and uh, all of these websites were popular. These are all the cooking books that we have. This is, although it's named self-help, self-improvement, but there are not many books in that space. Britannica novels. And this library is also very, very old. I didn't realize, but it's actually inaugurated in 1999, which is approximately like 25 years now. It doesn't feel old at all. It has got an old look, but it doesn't feel old. And this is like the best part of the library, which I like to muse about. It's like this library's clock is not working. It's just stopped. As you can see, it always shows this time. It's basically when you enter this room, time stops for you because you're just lost in the world of stories. Yeah, that was a short tour of all of the books. So going forward, I'm going to recommend a lot of books from this library. I'm going to hunt down the best recommendations for you guys. I'm going to scour through the library, find each and every book if it's relevant for you guys or not. Let's see what we find out. And thank you so much for watching this video till here. If you found any value in this video, if you have read any of the books that I've shown, please let me know in the comment section, so that other people who are watching our channel can also know about these books. Thank you so much for all the love and support that you've always shown me. That's all for this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.